Well, 2023 has come and gone, and as always, I guess it's time to review how much I made from YouTube last year. Why? Because some of you may be interested or just capo and want to know how much I earn. So in this video, I'll be sharing how much I've earned from YouTube in 2023, the breakdown of my revenue from my top 5 videos. Then I will also talk about some lessons that I've learned along the way, so that you could potentially apply it in your own journey to become rich. But before I start, do join my Telegram chat group to discuss or ask any questions that you may have. And with that, let's get straight to the point. How much I earned from YouTube in 2023. And it's a whopping $43,696, which I guess is not too bad. On some months, it can go up to as high as $4,600, or other months, it can drop to as low as $2,784. So the income is pretty inconsistent. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, all the numbers that you see here are in SGD. In 2023, my RPM came out to be $11.47. RPM basically means revenue per 1,000 views, or how much YouTube pays me for every 1,000 views. This is after YouTube has taken a whopping 45% cut from the total revenue. Yay, long Google! Anyway, in 2023, I've uploaded a total of 194 long videos and 12 shorts, and got a total of 3.9 million views. In comparison, 2022 was actually a much better year, as that year I managed to earn a lot more money at $69,000. Nice! And had a higher 5.1 million views. There were 3 main reasons as to why my earnings dropped in 2023. 1. I uploaded slightly less videos in 2023 as compared to 2022. 2. My RPM dropped in 2023, which just meant that I got paid less for every 1,000 views in 2023 as compared to 2022. This was because in 2023, companies were cutting back on ad spending, which means less money for me and less money for Google. But perhaps the biggest reason for the decline in my revenue was this. Back in 2022, I was heavily focused on investing and stock market topics, where I would quickly rush out videos after every Fed meeting or talk about the market crash every other day. These videos are always sensational, and they definitely brought in a ton of views, like anywhere between 20k to 40k views per video. But after a while, I realized that this wasn't healthy for both me and my viewers, because as long-term investors, we should actually be focusing less on the day-to-day movements of the market and more on longer-term stuff. That's why in 2023, I decided to shift my focus more towards personal finance stuff, like how to boost your income, how to improve your finances, and some social commentaries, so that we will be more aware of what's happening around us. However, while those are healthier stuff, those kind of videos get lesser views as not many people are interested in them. That is also why near the end of 2023, I decided to switch back towards more investing topics, but this time with a heavier focus on analyzing stocks and ETFs and even options. And as a result, the views started to pick back up. Now, let's check out what were my top 5 performing videos in 2023. Quick pause. With Tiger Broker's Auto Invest feature, you are now able to automate your investments. This is super helpful, especially if you are someone who's always too busy to invest or just wants to stop timing the market. To set up Auto Invest, just open up the stock that you want to invest in, then tap on the Auto Invest button near the bottom left, and here, you can start investing with as little as $2. What's nice is that Tiger Brokers lets you deduct the funds directly from your bank account, thereby saving you the hassle of manually transferring the money over. After that, you'll be able to automatically invest every trading day all the way to every month. Tiger Brokers charges a very competitive fee. If you are investing less than 1 share, the fee is just 1% of the trade value up to a maximum of $1. Or if you are investing 1 share or more, you will be paying a standard fee of 1 cent per share with a minimum of $1.99 per share. Take note that other fees may still apply. Right now, Tiger Brokers is running a welcome promotion. If you sign up using my link down below, fund your account with 1,500 SGD, hold it for 7 days while completing 5 buy trades, you will earn $40 worth of Apple fractional shares, 1 free stock worth up to 888 SGD, and an exclusive $30 Tesla fractional share. On top of that, you will also get 0 commission trades for US stocks for 180 days and other markets for 365 days. So, if you are interested, you can sign up to Tiger Brokers using my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. In the 5th place, I have the video Why Am I Topping Up to CPF Now, where it got slightly over 42,000 views and brought in a nice $509. I made this video shortly after making the why am I not topping up to CPF video. Not because I was a prata king, but because I realized that while I'm chasing after high growths and high returns in order to achieve financial independence, retire early, I also needed to create a safety net, which is the CPF. So that if my investments ever failed, I have something to fall back on. Fourth in place, we also have another CPF video titled Should You Transfer CPF OA to SA for Higher Interest? This video got 45,000 views and brought in $537. This video came in at the perfect time where bond yields were giving such a high yield, and I wanted to remind people to take advantage of those high yields rather than rushing to transfer your money over to CPF SA and lock the money till you become old Apek and old Ama. Third in place is how much pay are Singaporeans earning in 2023, which got almost 70,000 views and had a $565 revenue. This video was really interesting to me because it just proves again that Singaporeans are super competitive. Because one of the things that we like to do is to compare our income against others in order to find out how we are doing in life. While some competition is healthy, it is always good to remember that the worst thing you can do is compare your journey to someone else's journey, because in the end, everyone is on a different path to finding their own happiness. Second place is a tutorial video showing a step-by-step guide on how you can invest with Moomoo Singapore mobile app. While this video only had 14,000 views, it earned the second highest revenue of $647. The surprising thing about this video is that I made it back in 2021, but till now, it is still bringing in a pretty good number of views and revenue. And that's the crazy part of YouTube. For every video that you upload, it becomes a piece of digital asset that you add to your entire library of videos. And similar to rental properties, each video will help to bring in some passive income. Most videos will stop getting views after a while when there's no longer anyone watching. But once in a while, you get these kinds of videos that people keep watching, and that's when you know you have struck gold. For example, I still had quite a few old videos that were bringing in more than $200 income each. And that is pretty incredible. Finally, the top performing video for 2023 was a guide on how to use interactive brokers. This video had 65,000 views and brought in over $1,020. I guess this video did really well last year because TD Ameritrade suddenly stopped offering their services to non-accredited investors. And as a result, people were just looking for a good alternative. Now, besides working on my YouTube channel, I also started branching out to a few other platforms. The first one is the Bet Holder Pod channel, where me and 3 other friends just meet up online every week to discuss investing topics and recent news. A bit like our downstairs coffee shop uncle. We even managed to invite big names onto the channel, such as Adam Khoo and Josh Tan. In 2023, the channel brought in $4,456 from a total of 541,000 views. However, I would still say that $4,000 is pretty impressive, given that all we do is just chit-chat for a while and there's not much editing work to be done. Besides the Bet Holder Pod channel, we also started a Chinese podcast channel called 四个臭皮匠, which literally translates to the Four Stooges. Here, we discuss even more coffee shop topics, such as why is it so expensive to live in Singapore? Or is it better to be born in Malaysia or Singapore? Though, we are still not earning anything from this channel as we have yet to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Other than the 2 podcast channels, I also started creating short videos every other day, then cross-posting it to other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade. The reason for doing so is because short videos are a lot easier to do as compared to the usual 10-minute videos. Yes, I'm becoming lazier, but it also helps to increase my viewer base since not everyone can sit through a freaking 10-minute long video. Some just prefer to watch a 1-minute quick video and get on with their lives. And as a bonus, if I ever want to spread any time-sensitive news, creating short videos is a lot faster, plus it will give a much wider reach. Though, unfortunately, I'm not able to monetize on any of these platforms. So, the only way to do so is via sponsorships and affiliates. Lastly, I've also started sharing free spreadsheets on Ko-fi, such as a free CPF T-bill calculator or a free retirement calculator, best low-cost broker comparison, and so on. The way I did it was by allowing people to pay any amount if they wanted to, so you can either download it for free or choose to pay a small amount if you want to support the channel. Surprisingly, there were still quite a number of people who wanted to pay, and so far, Ko-fi has generated a total of $655.50 in income. So, huge thank you to the people who were generous enough to pay. But even if you got it for free, I hope that you found them useful, yeah? Finally, let's talk about some of the lessons that I learned so far in my YouTube journey. 1. Don't be afraid to try out new things. When I was going into 2023, I realized that my channel was starting to slow down. Like in 2022, you can pretty much see the views, the subscribers, and the revenue staying flat, and even started to go down at the end of the year. So I consulted a good friend, Ray Ming from the Work Salary Man, who then advised me to try branching out into other topics instead of just focusing on investing topics. And that is what I did in 2023. By trying out different topics, I was able to see what works and what doesn't, and slowly reinvent the channel. Second, be consistent. This applies to everything in life. I've seen so many aspiring YouTubers who come and go. At the same time, I've also seen YouTubers who have never stopped uploading over these past few years and have now reached a pretty sizable number of followers. Same for me. If I had just uploaded a few videos and given up within a few months, I wouldn't have been here doing what I love. So be consistent in whatever you do. Third, and this is the biggest lesson which I've learned this year, which is don't be afraid to ask for help. As creators, we would think that no one knows how to do our job. Like,
does anyone even know how to edit the way I edit?
Or,
can anyone even write my style?
The answer is yes. It is super hard to master everything unless you're fatcore lah. That's why companies and successful creators hire experts to help them out. So now that I've gotten help from video editors and content writers who are all better than me, not only the quality of my videos have gone up tremendously, I've also gotten back a bit of extra time to focus more on building the channel. So that was a quick summary of how my channel did last year. All in all, thank you to everyone for the support. Yes, even the haters. Because without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do this, and I look forward to creating more content for you guys this year.